Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you're having a super spooky day today. I hope you're gonna all be safe today. I know I get a little bit worried about everyone, but have an incredible time. Now, I want to talk about Halloween. Some people love to do Halloween makeup and spooky, scary, like zombie makeup and vampire makeup and all that kind of stuff. Now, I have not done that on my channel, and I'm going to talk about why. I've had a few requests to do some kind of Halloween kind of makeup, and I've not done it. So I'm going to talk about my feelings about Halloween today. I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer because I know that everyone loves Halloween. I feel like it's a very Americanized thing, and because I live in the UK, it's not as big of a thing here, I guess. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I really think that we can do it. I'm going to be doing a smoky kind of vampire-y kind of look today. I know I don't do full-on Halloween looks, but I'm going to do like a bit of a smoky eye, and I'm going to use my BeautyBay Reckless Romance palette. Now, this is discontinued, I think. However, I think this is definitely more of a Halloween palette than a Valentine's Day palette. What do you think? I think we can make a really good Halloween look, but if you want to recreate this look, you do not need this palette. You can shop your stash to find something similar. Let's go. I've just moisturized with my BeautyBay Rich Moisturizer. It is the moisturizer I use every single time I do my makeup. I absolutely love that thing. And now I'm gonna clip my hair back, and then we're gonna have a chat. So I'm gonna start by using a mix of two products. So first I'm gonna use my Miccilo Soft Matte Long Lasting Foundation, and I'm gonna mix it in with my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. So the Miccilo Foundation is a little bit too dark for me, and then the Collection Concealer is too light for me. So mixed together, they make a really, really good match for me. So, Halloween. I feel like I've been bombarded with Halloween content, and to be honest, it's from the Americans. I know that Halloween is like a massive thing in America. It is a big thing in the UK, but it's not as big as it is in America. In the UK, Halloween is definitely more for kids. It's not like an adult celebration. That's what I've found anyway. Let me know if you're from the UK and you think a bit differently. In America, it seems like it's like this whole holiday tradition, like massive celebration. And in the UK, it's just not. It's a bit like Easter. Halloween, I find, is kind of like Easter. It's there, it's a holiday, it's kind of acknowledged, but no one ever does anything. There are a few people who do like a little bit of a party here and there, but it's just not celebrated in the UK. And I would love to know, if you do live in America, your thoughts on this, because I feel like Americans go all out for Halloween, and it's kind of crazy. It doesn't help that I'm a massive wuss either. I literally get scared at anything. I've always been the same, even as a kid. So Halloween as a kid was traumatic for me. So I've just never really been a Halloween person. And you'd think that because I do like makeup looks and things like that, that Halloween would be such an exciting time for me to get creative and do different kind of makeup looks. But the way I see it is like, other people do it so much better, so I'm not even gonna go there. The only time I've ever really celebrated Halloween is when I'd go trick-or-treating as a kid, and I've not been trick-or-treating in years. So for me, it's just a normal day, it's a normal night, nothing really happens, and I don't know, it's just something that I've never really been into. I did go to a Halloween party 2 or 3 years ago, and that was the last time I really celebrated. So yeah, for me, it's just not a big thing. I'm just going to use my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer under my eyes as well, just because it's here, I have it next to me. And also my skin's doing so well recently. I mean, touch wood. Every time I say that, it's like, sorry, say that again. Well, you're going to wake up with some breakouts, girl. So we'll see. I was going to do some Halloween makeup looks. I've done a few like little Halloween-y bits and bobs here and there, but it just kind of feels a bit disingenuous because like I I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And I know you guys don't want me to be doing things I don't want to do because it comes across on camera and then you guys know, you're not, you know. I can appreciate like the art of the makeup looks and things like that. But for me, oh my God, it's so draining and I'm just not that kind of girl. I will leave it to the people who do things so much better than me. And on Halloween, when you're seeing this, I'm going to be in bed watching a film, all cuddled up by 8 o'clock. I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Easy Bake in Sugar Cookie. I've been absolutely obsessed with this recently. I've just not been able to put it down and I don't want to because it's so good and I love it so much. I think what also doesn't help is because I live in a little bit of a secluded area, there's no trick-or-treaters. Kids don't come to my house trick-or-treating. So the amount of times I've literally forgotten that it's Halloween because no one comes. And then there's always that one kid that shows up and you're like, and you're trying to raid your kitchen for something to give to them. But trick-or-treaters are very, very rare down my road. It's kind of off the beaten track a little bit. So kids don't really go down there. So I mean, that's another reason I can't even get festive for the kids because no one comes. I did try to watch a horror movie the other night and honestly it just traumatized me, so I don't think that's the way to go for me because honestly I was sat there in bed and I was like awake all night and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna get killed. So yeah, I'm a proper wuss. It's not even funny, it's so bad. I do love all the Halloween releases though, the new like makeup releases that comes out around this time because I think they are so cool. I love like depth in my eyeshadow palettes and things like that, and I feel like Halloween is just such an amazing opportunity to play around with some deep smoky colors and I just love things like that. So yeah, my taste in makeup is definitely kind of Halloween-y theme, I guess, or dark and smoky, but I just don't like Halloween and that's okay. I'm using my Ofra format bronzer, by the way. It was recently rolled into my Project 10 uses and I really love it because it's got a little bit of a sheen to it. However, look at this. I'm so gutted. I brought this home with me. I keep all my makeup in the studio and I kind of pack a makeup bag when I go home or if I need to do my makeup at home one day. And I tried to open this compact, opened it the wrong way. So I opened it this way instead of that way and the whole thing just came off. So now I can't bring this home anymore because there is literally no way of putting the lid on. It's so annoying. Maybe I'll like tape it or something, but that's so much effort. Like, oh, I'm so upset because this is so old and it was doing so well. Maybe I'll try and like tape it. I don't know. What do I do with this? I really hope I can hit pan in this soon because you can definitely see the rings there. But for now, I'm just gonna have to keep this lying down like this and hope that I hit pan in it soon and hope that I can finish it. It's definitely given me some motivation to finish this because it can't really do much anymore. But no pan today. Every single time I use this, I'm like, we can't be far off. Look at those rings. I'm going to go in with a classic blush. This is Milani Luminoso, and honestly, I've been loving this recently. This was rolled into my rolling project pan not that long ago, and I have really fallen in love with this. It has taken away from my Pan That Palette blush a little bit, but you know what? I'm not even that mad because reuniting with this has made my life so much better. I love this so much. It's a nice, just natural blush, and it's something a little bit different to what I've been working on. My Pan That Face palette blush is definitely a little bit more cool toned, but this is just like nice and fresh. And I feel like you can't really go too heavy handed with this because it is such a nice formula. It's so buildable and I just really, really like it. It's such a classic for a reason. Like, everyone knows Milani Luminoso. I've always been quite comfortable doing my own thing. Like, I've never really had FOMO much. So like relating it back to uni, like I don't drink at all. And when everyone was going out clubbing and drinking and stuff like that, I didn't mind. I was fine. Just things like that. So I feel like Halloween is something, again, that I'm just like, you guys have fun. I'll stay at home. I'm fine, you know? I think I also don't like Halloween because it's starting winter And like, I hate winter so much. Like, winter, I do not like it at all. The clocks have just gone back, so it's like dark super early. And like, oh my god, no. Can we please just go back to summer? I don't like it at all. Why are there no fun holidays in summer? That's what I want to know. Because I don't want to be out celebrating in the cold and the damp and the rain. I want to be out celebrating when it's warm. So can we make up a celebration in summer? Because I want that. So I have a look in mind. I'm not sure how it's going to go with my lashes, but we can try. That's been a massive learning curve for me because, yeah, I've got a little bit of an obstacle in the way now. I love these lashes though. I think they are so cute, but it's just like doing my makeup, doing my eyeshadow with them on is so difficult. And they kind of get a little bit gunky and grubby. I probably won't wear them too much longer, but I don't know. I wanted to try something new. So, BeautyBay Reckless Romance. Let's have a look. I'm going to set my lid with number 1. That's just the lid setting shade. It's a very similar skin tone to mine. And as I said, I'm going to do something a little bit smoky and a little bit grungy today because I've got to do at least one Halloween-y kind of look, you know? I'm going to start with the shade Backstage, which is this super pale grey. And I'm going to pop that on the inner and outer corner. I'm going to do a little bit of a halo eye kind of vibe today. And I'm also going to wing it out. I've been loving winging out my eyeshadow looks recently, and I feel like it's a very Halloween-y thing to do, like a nice smoky wing. Popping it on the inner corner as well. I have really been loving doing the lighter shade first. Normally I always do the darker shade, but especially with these lashes as well, I feel like doing the lighter shade gives me a little bit more control. So maybe I'm converted. I saw Sarah Rose's Shop My Stash video the other day, and she did actually a really fun thing that I think I'm going to do in November. So I can feel myself not wearing that much makeup anymore. Like when I go to the office, I've been no makeup for quite a while, and she kind of challenged herself to do makeup every single day in the month of October. And I think that's such a fun idea because it's not the fact that I don't want to do my makeup, it's the fact that I'm like lazy. I'm getting a bit lazy. So I think if I challenge myself to do a makeup look every single day in November, that'll A, give me some really good project pan progress, and also put me back in the habit of doing my makeup because I used to do it religiously every single day. But I don't know, recently I've just been like not doing it for some reason. So let me know. Do you think I should do something like that? Okay, so on the same brush, I'm going to go in with maybe Last Night, which is this deeper grey. I want to do like a really dark red deepening shade because I think that'll give some contrast. It'll just make it look a little bit different, a little bit less predictable, you know? So I'm just using the fluffy brush because I don't want this to be too intense, but I want you to see it. And again, I'm just going to follow that wing shape as well. I think one of the beauties of a smoky eye is you really don't have to be that precise. You can literally just throw it on. And again, deepening up that inner corner as well. Oh no, I just stabbed myself in the eye with my brush and now my eye's leaking. That's really good. Really good, I'm really happy with that. Please don't ruin my makeup. Oh. Yeah, what was I saying about not being too careful? Maybe you should be a little bit careful and not stab yourself in the eye. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with Affair, which is this super kind of dark red shade. And I'm going to try and blend that in with these blacky grey shades. Oh, I think that's going to work. I think my vision's going to work. I just want it to have a little bit of colour. I don't want to just have it black. And I think black and red is like the classic Halloween colours. Ooh, what are we thinking? I think that's cool. This could definitely double up as like a vampire kind of look as well. Last minute inspo. This is very last minute if you're watching this. I'm trying to not go overboard with this red. I feel like red is a very like domineering colour. And even if you use the tiniest little bit, it makes its mark. It makes itself known. So I'm just going back in with the brush that I used all the greys on and just kind of going back over and smoking it out a little bit, adding a little bit more of that grey pigmentation just to tone down that red a tiny little bit. Okay, and I might actually go in with the black. Do I dare? Oh, it's Halloween, why not? I just feel like it's still quite light. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go in with leather very lightly and just start building up that depth on, again, the inner and outer V, and also on the lower lash line as well. Okay, I feel like that's, yeah, that's a lot better. That's more the vibe I was going for. I'm just blending that black out with the red brush. Yeah, you can see the difference there. That tiny little black has just added so much depth to this look, and I love that. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. So I want to put a shimmer on the halo part, but I don't want it to be too light because I do still want to keep this like smoky vibe going. Maybe this one, Encore. That's a kind of grungy grey kind of shade. How does that look? Yeah, that's kind of nice. I don't know, I'm just winging it. Yeah, that's definitely not too light to the point where it's like changed the whole vibe of the look. It's still quite smoky, but it is so intense. Oh, I like that. And then I'm gonna go in with the red brush, no extra product, but I'm just gonna kind of blend the edges of that shimmer just to blend it in with the look, make sure there's no harsh edges. So now I think I'm going to go in with the tiniest bit of Drip Drip by Miccilo just to add a super tiny amount of sparkle, and I'm literally scraping all of the excess product off because I really don't want much. I don't want it to lighten it to the point where it is no longer a dark smoky look. But that's just added, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that, but it's just added the tiniest bit of like reflect, like extra reflect. Yeah, like that. And again, on the other side, I'm just going to take the tiniest amount. I think they're the eyes done. I quite like that. I was expecting it to be a lot more smoky. I do get a little bit scared doing like Halloween looks. I don't know. They do terrify me. Maybe that's why I should do them. Get in the spirit of Halloween and scary stuff. I'm going to use my SheGlam Chromazone palette for this inner corner. It is like one of the best inner corner shades. And also I'm trying to hit pan on it. So double whammy. You could definitely do like an inner corner wing if you wanted to elevate this look even more. I'm also scared of inner corner wings, so I will not be doing that today. It's so weird because it's only this lash that looks gunky now. That's so bizarre. I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and kind of run it along the lash. Don't know if that's going to do anything, but worth a go. I'll ask my friend how she does hers because she got me onto this. Okay. I'm of course going to use a black in the waterline. I love a black in the waterline at the best of times. But of course, Halloween, I have to. I feel good now that I've actually done something Halloween-y. It's quite nice to acknowledge the time of the year somewhat, even if it isn't 30 days of Halloween or things like that. Something that I have been loving is the true crime that's been coming out recently. I am a true crime stan. That is my contribution to Halloween, just watching a bunch of true crime. Okay, I want to do a kind of deep red lip, and I was thinking, where's it gone? This by BeautyBay, but it might be a little bit too light. So I'm gonna give it a go. We can always wipe it off if it doesn't quite work. I can always like deepen it with my black eyeliner. Oh, I feel like that's way too pink. I don't know. I feel like that's too pink. Is there something I can mix with it? You know what? Maybe I can finally get use on this. This is my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lipstick, and it's grey, basically. If I put that, if I put that over there, that works. It's a bit of a mixing shade. Okay, I can deal with that. I think that works, right? I don't know, does it? Yeah, I think it does. I think it does. I'm gonna stop second guessing myself. Okay, I just took my fluffy hoodie off because I wanted to be cozy while filming this video. You know, I'm talking about scary things. I want to be a little bit comfy cozy. But here we are with the final look. Very Halloween-y. As I said, I understand the vibe that BeautyBay were going with this. But this just seems like very Halloween-y to me instead of like anti-Valentine's. I guess it's kind of the same vibe, isn't it? I don't know. But this is the look. Very smoky. I think I encompassed Halloween quite well. For me, anyway. I know I didn't go all out, but I think this look turned out quite good. I love the shimmer in it. And I'm so glad that I did pull this palette out again to try out and to use. What do you think? Do you have this palette? Are you going to use it for Halloween? It's a perfect Halloween palette. So this is it. This is the end of this video today, guys. What did you think of what I had to say? Do you love Halloween? Do you hate Halloween? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below. I love hearing your guys' comments, and I read all of the comments, and it just means the world to me, and it also boosts me out in the algorithm as well. Also, subscribe because I upload every single day here on my YouTube channel. I have not missed one day in nearly a year now, so definitely stick around. And with that being said, I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.